All right, work with me here. I really don't have everything I need here, but we're gonna get to the gist of things here. So what you want to do on any motor to find top dead center, get your number one spark plug out. Whew. This is a terrible situation because it looked like I left it on number one. Looking at my balancer, I did. It's already up. I'm putting my screwdriver in here, so I'm not gonna be able to. I'm gonna show this to you, but we're not gonna do it. I'm gonna drop the distributor. You know what? I'll drop the distributor in where it's at, and I'll still show you how it poofs out. So I call this method here poofing. Okay. So you take your toilet paper right here, get it balled up nice and tight, nice and tight. All right. Stick it in there. You want to stuff it in there real good. That way you don't get any pre-poof. All right. Bump it in there. If it goes in too far, oh well, just get you another piece and put it in there. It is just paper. When it lights the first time, it'll kick it out of there. So I'm already on number one right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my distributor and drop it in there. Some people say it has to be pointing towards number one. I'm here to let you know that the distributor doesn't know which way it's pointing. It's just gonna fire at whatever plug is over the top of the book. So it does not matter which direction it is pointing in. It is that doesn't mean a thing. It just does not matter at all. Point it whichever direction you want to point it at. All right, so you know I like my clear distributors. I think they look really, really cool. I gotta shoot I might do that, man. I gotta shoot a nighttime video, man. Just completely cut the lights out. It'd be something really, really cool to see at a nighttime car show. I wonder if anybody makes clear wires. That'd be pretty cool to see clear wires. I need to copyright that, man. Y'all see somebody steal my idea, man. I need to go sue them. All right, so we got our distributor here. We're gonna take the cap off. Well, really, I ain't got to take the cap off this time because I can see it. That is one thing I like about this clear cap. You really don't have to take the cap off because you can see exactly where the rotor button is. So I'm gonna push it in that direction. More than that, I'm gonna see how my oil pump here lines up and line it up with how my oil pump is more than anything here. All right, after that, I'm gonna wiggle it down in here. This gear is already lubed down here. If it's dry going to dry, it wouldn't hurt to put some lube on it. All right, so it doesn't want to really go, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this cap off. I'm gonna bust my cap out. That way I can essentially turn the cam gear so it can mesh. Let's say cam gear. I'm turning my distributor gear so it can mesh with the cam gear. That is one thing I will give to an LS. You do not have to do all this here. You do not have to do it. I think that's why a lot of people go into it, man. You don't have to know how to drop no time, man. Just hook the box up. Hook the box up, get out the way, man. That's all you gotta do. And then you ain't gotta buy no aluminum heads neither. Stock heads already get you where you're going. All right, so this one is technically pointing here. It doesn't really matter, but because it is pointing right here, that lets me know that it can point over here. I'm not sure how much of that you can see. Oh, I'm over here just talking. I'll have to go back and look at it later. Okay, so it's pointing right here. So that lets me know it can point over there, and that'll be closer to my number one. Not necessarily that it's pointing there, but it's just closer when I start running wires. So I'm gonna pick it up and turn it around and point it that way. Let's sit it right here. Maybe you can see that. All right, so I'm gonna pick it up, 180 it, and it should eventually sit flush somewhere right there. Okay, I'm happy with that. I gotta get a lock, hold it down, but I'm gonna show you this here for demonstration purposes in case, which luckily when I took the distributor out, I found number one. Just in case you don't, you should hear it pop out even if you don't see it pop out. So I'm gonna be holding down on my distributor until I lock it in place, and you can hear and possibly see it it kick out. So I'm gonna start bumping it over and wait for it to shoot it out of there. It's gonna be really, really hard to miss that, okay? So at that point there, it's right back where it was pointing. And it just proves to me that that was top dead center, okay? After that, I would take my cap. I gotta take that piece out the top, I don't like that piece. I would take my cap, and when I put this cap on here, whatever prong that right there is pointing to, whatever prong that right there is pointing to, that's gonna be number one. And I start my wiring process from there. All right. If you do that every time, you can't get it wrong. I usually get it dead on here, and then I give it just a smidget, like 1/8 of a turn of advance, and that'll usually get your crunk up, and you can play with the timing from there.